Good morning, dear students. Today we will study second lesson, a synopsis, the Swiss family Robinson. Synopsis means a brief summary. Johann David is. He was a Swiss author and a clergyman, and he is best remembered for his novel The Swiss Family Robinson. This novel was first published in the year 1812 in the German language and later it was translated into English. So let's start the novel. The Swiss Family Robinson is a well known adventure novel. Adventure means a novel in which we can see exciting events, journey, or voyage that people of many countries have enjoyed for more than 200 years. It has also been made into graphic novels and films. Graphic means pictorial, involving lot of pictures. The novel, written by the Swiss clergyman Johann David is not just an adventure. It aims at teaching young people values like self reliance, that means self sufficiency, reliance on one's own powers. Students, please keep pencil in your hands so that you can write meanings of the difficult words. It aims at teaching young people values like self reliance, determination, love for your family, cooperation, and prudent use of resources. It also has good lessons relevant in natural sciences, good husbandry, that is, farming or agriculture, and even mathematics. Prudent means wise, judicious. Some elements of the novel do stretch reality to a certain extent, but we must consider that it is a work of fiction and not a fact file. Fiction means imagination, which is not real, and fact file means reality. Given below is a synopsis, that is, an outline of its basic story, a brief summary. Now let's read the story. William, Elizabeth, and their children had been traveling in a ship when the ship was caught in a great storm. Now, here are the major characters of the novel: William, father, Elizabeth, mother, and their children. These are the main characters. The other passengers evacuated without them. Evacuated means move to a safer place. William and his family, including the young children Fritz, Ernest, Jack, and Franz, were left to survive alone. Just imagine that you are traveling in a ship, you are on a voyage, and suddenly you got caught in a storm. How would you feel? So, they were alone, and other passengers moved to a safer place. They weathered the great storm waiting in the ship's hold. The ship survived the night and the family found themselves within sight of a tropical desert island. Tropical means hottest place. The next morning, they decided to get to the island they could see beyond the reef. Reef means rocks and sand that close to the surface of the sea. With much effort, they constructed a vessel out of tubs. Here, vessel means boat. After they filled the tubs with food and ammunition and all other articles of value they could safely carry, they rowed towards the island. Two dogs from the ship, named Turk and Juno, swam beside them. The ship's cargo of livestock, guns and powder, carpentry tools, books, a disassembled pinnace means again a small boat, and provisions had also survived. That means with them some articles they used to carry. There were some articles on the ship. Over the next few days, William attached the floatable old kegs means barrels, to one another and built a bow. Bow, a weapon for shooting arrows that curved around them. The family had landed successfully on the island. Now this time, family was successful in landing on the island. They set up a tent and softened the floor with armloads of grass they cut and spread to serve as their pets. They came to a grove of trees. Grove means group of trees. One tree grew what looked like gourds. Gourds means it is a fleshy large fruit with a hard skin. Gourds on its trunk. The father told Fritz the gourds would make excellent bowls and spoons, and they cut them into various utensils. Now see, here we can see the resourcefulness, the skill of the father of using different things for their purpose, for utilizing it for a good purpose. That means the father made they found gourd, a fleshy fruit with a hard skin. So, with the help of gourd, father made some bowls, spoons, and they cut them into various utensils. So, it shows the resourcefulness, ability to use whatever resources are available to make a proper use of them. So, this was the skill of father. Here we can see the family was caught in a storm. They managed themselves to move to a safer place. They managed to land on an island, and now they have built a tent, and now they are making utensils out of fleshy fruits. So they are all set to live on the island. They are ready. After some days, Elizabeth informed William that she wanted the family to move to a safer place. Their current camp was not only exposed but also very dry and hot. If they built a house up in one of the large trees, they would be safe from jackals also. So now, mother wished to move to another place, as she thinks that this place is very hot, as they were on the tropical island. So they wanted to shift to another place. Their current camp was not only exposed but also very dry and hot. If they built a house up in one of the large trees, they would be safe from jackals also. She described a perfect tree for the project, one whose trunk was nearly 40 feet in diameter. The branches were very long and extended straight out from the trunk, making them perfect platforms for a structure. Later, when determining the height of the lowest branches, the father taught the boys geometry and how to use triangles to measure big objects. He measured a defined distance from the trunk. Then he calculated angles using several measured rods, determining that the lowest branch was 30 feet off the ground. So, in this way, father taught geometry to his children also. So, there were different efforts taken by the family to survive on the island. So, this novel shows essential values of life like self sufficiency, determination, and love for the family. Several hardships, several obstacles they managed to overcome, and now they are surviving on that island. The men knotted a rope at certain intervals and attached pieces of bamboo in each knot. Thus, they created their ladder. In this way, they created the ladder also. Father returned to the beach and collected driftwood. Driftwood means pieces of wood which are used to float on the sea. Thinking it would be perfect, build a sledge on runners rather than wheels. Later, they used it to transport materials. Meanwhile, Elizabeth announced that the garden she had been tending was producing healthy plants. Corn, melons, pumpkins, and cucumbers were already growing. The next day, only the father and Fritz traveled to woods, exploring and finding such exotic plants as one with waxy fruit from which candles could be made. Fritz discovered a tree exuding a rubbery sap from which his father claimed that they could make boots also. Now see, what a skill. They made utensils, they created their home, they made ladder, now they created boots, they created candles, etc. etc. So, really, father and their children, mother, all the family, the whole family was very creative. Fritz come up with the thinking ahead of the next winter. Father decided to create a safe place from the elements, a strong storage spot to protect themselves and their belongings. Fritz came up with the idea of a cave. Not finding one, they thought of carving out their own cave in the rock, abutting their camping site. Now, this is the third home. This is their third home. On the smooth face of the rock, father marked the dimensions for an opening and they picked away at the hard surface with their axes, chisels, hammers, and shovels. Over the next several days, the family cut windows in the rocks to allow for cross currents of air and for sunlight to enter the cave. When they had finished, they had 4 rooms complete with a fireplace. They now had a winter home, new home. See, now uh, they really worked very hard to survive on the island. They really worked hard to create their own home. Now there were 4 rooms. They carved a cave with the help of the rock. Because of the low light, the cave house they had built felt oppressive. That means it was not very impressive, harsh, cruel. To remedy this, father and Jack rigged up a new light. They found a bamboo pole that would reach from the floor up to the ceiling. Then, after securing it, Jack climbed to the top of the pole and hung a large oil lamp that they had rescued from the ship. So, they made use of that oil lamp also. So, different efforts taken by Robinson family. One day they found that one of the family's huts had been completely destroyed and cultivated fields around it had been trampled. Trampled means crushed and ruined, damaged, totally damaged. There were huge footmarks everywhere. Father saw massive damage to trees as well as many huge footprints, which he identified as belonging to an elephant herd. That means everything was damaged, everything was ruined. The next morning, the family began to design a new defense to discourage all wild animals from entering their cultivated lands. They also finalized their idea about the new residence. Rather than building a house on stilts, which the elephants could knock down easily, they would use 4 strong trees growing in a square near one another as the foundation. The trees were of equal size, approximately 12 feet apart, thus, they built another safe home. The family decided not to build the house on the stilts. They used 4 strong trees growing in a square as the foundation. So, in this way, once again, father decided to create a new residence for their safety. 10 years passed, and the young boys were now young men, and their parents were very proud. They called the island the New Switzerland. Many adventures occurred over years. Now, see, such a long time. They stayed on the island for 10 long years. Now, children are young. 10 years they spent on the island. The children, the boys, are now young men. On the shore of another island, Fritz had knocked down an albatross. Albatross means a large seabird, which was threatening to attack, and found a rag. Rag means piece of old cloth. Rag tied to the large bird's leg. On the rag was a message on that English woman had been stranded on the smoking rock. It was written that stranded means left alone helpless. English woman was left alone helpless on that smoking rock. Fritz had no idea how old the message was. His father suggested that smoking rock sounded like a reference to a volcano. Since there were no volcanoes in the vicinity, vicinity means close, the bird might have come from hundreds of miles away. However, Fritz felt that someone needed his help, and he was determined to do his best to find the center. Before returning home, he had written his own note on the rag, retied it to the albatross leg, and had watched the bird fly off. The note told whoever received it, do not despair. Help is near. Fritz then successfully rescued the young woman whose name was Jenny Montrose. Though shy at first, soon she got used to living with the Robinson family. So, in this way, Fritz helped one stranded woman on the Forsaken island, on the Forsaken rock, and he saved life of that English woman. The victim was a young woman, Jenny Montrose, and she had survived for 3 years. One day they saw a ship which had laid anchor. An encampment, that means huts or tents, had been set up one of the smaller islands. After checking the people through their spyglass means a small telescope. Fritz and his father decided to announce themselves after they had returned home and cleaned it up. They did not want the crew to think they were savages. The next day, Fritz and his father met the captain and told him their own history as well as Jenny's. To everyone's surprise, it had been Jenny's father who had inspired the captain's search. He believed his daughter was still alive after 3 years. The captain had decided to attempt to find her. With a burst of celebration, the family, passengers, and crew of the British vessel headed towards New Switzerland. Everyone was amazed by the prosperity and good health of the survivors. That means everyone was surprised to see that that Robinson family is still there on the island for 10 long years. As the day ended, the father realized that decisions must be made about who wanted to stay on the island or return with the ship. Elizabeth and her husband did not wish to live anywhere but on the island. They had been there for 10 long years and had grown used to their life. Jenny asked if anyone would support her return to England. Fritz was the first to respond. That means both father and mother did not want to leave the island because they worked very hard to survive on that island to live for such 10 long years. He offered cheers to us who were going to Europe. Ernest, on the other hand, wanted to stay on the island. Jack also decided to stay back. Franz, the youngest boy, decided to join Fritz in leaving. Franz wanted a chance to receive an academic education. Before Fritz left, he told his parents of his love for Jenny and his wish to marry her. That means they both married each other. So, some of the family members, they stayed on the islands while some, they moved. Ernest and Jack had lived on the island for 10 long years and learned lot of things for survival. Life on an island had taught them patience and they learned to wait for things to happen at their own pace. The island was close to paradise for them. So when you stay somewhere for such a long time, you build a certain relation with that place. You build certain kind of emotion and bonding with that place. So Ernest and Jack must have been emotionally attached to the place and wanted to stay long with parents, away from the other worldly desires and live in a peaceful environment. So the father had kept a record of all the adventures they had had on the island. He handed over the journals to the captain to be published, and then the ship departed. So there was an happy ending. A sweet family who lived for 10 years on a deserted island. Finally, some people of the family stayed on the island as they developed certain bonding with that island, and some moved to their previous home. So there was a happy ending. So in this way, students, we have finished the lesson. Beautiful adventure novel, Swiss Family Robinson. It's a brief idea, it's a short summary by the novelist Johann David Hess. So students, I hope you have understood the lesson. Watch the video carefully. Do like the video. We will meet in another lecture. Bye all of you. Thank you very much.